Good morning. Happy Wednesday, December 1st, live from Lion's Head Village. You can see your breath holding steady at 26 degrees this morning. We have a great show in store for you. We have some really cool things that are taking place tonight, including two events, one specifically for the guys out there. And then, of course, we also have one for the ski enthusiasts. Snow days are starting up. We have practice taking place up at Beaver Creek for the big races taking place this weekend for birds of prey. So it's an exciting time to be here in the mountains, and we're excited to share all of it with you on Vail Daily Live, which starts now.
Hi, I'm Trisha Swenson.
I'm Brazzo.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Ken Hovey.
I'm Meredith Kirkman.
I'm Ty Diaz.
I'm Charlie Kennedy.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
Vail Daily Live.
We are VDL.
VDL. We are VDL.
Oh yeah, we are VDL, and we got the cowbells out because a race action is starting to happen today. They're doing a training run up at Birds of Prey, and they are going to be getting ready for 4 days of races. We were supposed to only have 3, but due to some weather details and things that were out of their control, they had to cancel one of the downhills up in Lake Louise last weekend. So Beaver Creek simply just picked up another race. So we're going to have race action continuing tomorrow with the actual Super G race Thursday and Friday, and then we'll go into the weekend with downhills on Saturday and Sunday. But a big show today. We've got Ashley coming in live from Lion's Head. We also have snow days returning in Vail with some headline concerts on Friday and Saturday, but we also have some fun little Pray for Snow pub crawls. We'll have live music throughout the Vail Village and Lion's Head, and we'll also have their festival village happening right down there at the base. And then we'll check in with Betteridge Jewelers, maybe find something sparkling that you'd like to have under the tree. We'll give you more details on what's happening beyond the races up at Beaver Creek, and we'll give you some shots from Beaver Creek's opening day, which just happened on Monday. So they did delay their opening just a few days. They were supposed to open the day before Thanksgiving, November 24th. They worked hard with the snowmaking crews, and they got basically Gold Dust area open for you, and the Haymeadow Express, that beginner area, is open for you as well. But hey, let's get to some weather details, some terrain details, and then we'll check in with Ashley over at Lion's Head. So this Weather and Mountain Report brought to you by the Outlets at Silverthorne, elevated savings. And we're going to see more sunshine today. A little bit of cloud cover came through yesterday, but so we might see that, but mostly sunshine, dry conditions, unfortunately. And our temperature pretty mild right now, 27 degrees. The real feel out there about 22. And then later on today, we'll see highs in the 40s and low 50s. We'll drop down into the 20s and low 30s. Not a chance of precipitation, unfortunately. Here's a live look at Vail from the West Vail exit area. You can see traffic moving quite nicely. And in the center of the screen, you can see those snowmaking guns. They are working right now. So if the temperatures are correct, if the wet bulb temperature is correct, a lot of different factors go into when these snowmaking guns can be operational. That's what's happening right now. So they're trying to get some top to bottom skiing ready for you at Lion's Head. And let's give you some details on the train at Vail and Beaver Creek. So like I mentioned, Beaver Creek just opened on Monday. They'll have lift number 6, Centennial. It's a chairlift gondola combination. That brings you up to Spruce Saddle. That restaurant will be open for you. And then the Latigo Flats, which is basically that ridge line, kind of a catwalk from Spruce Saddle down to Latigo. Latigo is not open, but Gold Dust is. And that's just a nice intermediate run. They have great coverage on that run. And then when you get towards the bottom of that, then the Haymeadow Express gondola is right there in that beginner terrain. So lessons are available for beginners. If you haven't been out there in a while, just kind of want to get your ski legs back, your snowboard legs back, you can go up there also. So about 70 acres over at Beaver Creek. Now over at Vail, we've got a Lion's Head open with a gondola number 19, the Eagle Bond, that takes you up to Eagle's Nest. And just east of that, that's where we have the Little Eagle Lift, chair number 15, a beginner area, magic carpet. And then you can go from there over to Chair 2. Avanti Express did open, and the Avanti Express will give you access to Midvale via the Midvale Express or Meadows run. But there's really no skiing up and down, top to bottom on Chair 2. Now, when you do get over to Chair 4 area, Mountaintop Express, we have Swingsville, Ramshorn Powerline, as well as Cappuccino, Slifer Express open. And then you can ski all the way down to the bottom to the Vail Village from there. So that's a little update on what's happening with terrain. But let's bring in our gal on the street, Ashley LaFleur. She's right there at Lions Head. Great shot. We can see what's going on the mountain. We can see those snowmaking guns. And as you can see, some of those runs are not quite ready yet. So Ashley, we tell people to stay on what's open.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And just pulling into the Lions Head parking garage today, where you punch to get your ticket for parking, it says beginner access only. So just as a reminder, if you are coming to Lions Head, you're going to have to take the gondola up and then download from here. And you have that great beginner terrain at the very top, like you were just talking about. But just be reminded that beginner access only here in Lions Head. We're starting to see the employees arrive for their shifts. And also, really quickly, Trisha, as we're kicking off the show, I wanted to say, first of all, happy Hanukkah. Second of all, happy birthday to two of our very special members of the Vail Daily and Vail Daily Live crew. So Mark Brickland and John Sharpenkamp are celebrating their birthdays today. So happy birthday, boys. What a beautiful day to be celebrating your birthday.
Oh, I know. Maybe they're going to both go skiing or riding together to celebrate. But yeah. So we got some birthdays today and lots of reason to celebrate. Actually, I can see that Magical Lights banner just behind you. And that's a cool way to spend the evening, maybe the early part of the evening. You come off the slopes, go to the Magical Lights, and then go to dinner.
Yeah, I did this with my family for my birthday, which was last week, and we had such a good time. They came up from Florida, and it was a good, just kind of introduction to being back in the mountains. It's not super strenuous. You also have warm, delicious cocktails that are available, or just hot cocoa. There's s'mores kits. And what's really cool is that, you've reserved the time that you're going to go, so it's not super crowded, and the lights are just gorgeous. We had such a good time. I highly recommend it, and it's definitely worth it while you're here in town.
Yeah, and that's going to go all the way through January 2nd, so throughout the holidays. But tonight, we've got a lot of things going on. I know that Chris Anthony movie is finally arriving for us in Eagle County. I know they debuted it down in Denver at Butcher Hall with the Colorado Symphony Orchestra, but I'm so excited to go tonight, and this is going to be at the Valar. This has been a long time in the making.
I mean, he has been working tirelessly on this. And if you know Chris at all, you know that not only is he an insane, 27 Warren Miller films he was in, right? Then he also has been working with kids across the state for years and years and years. My cousins, who are, as old as I am, freak out at the fact that I know him because he came to visit their school in Fort Collins, and they are in elementary school, and they have been huge fans ever since. And he's been creating that legacy and that access for kids to get on the mountain ever since. And now here he is, filmmaker, no big deal. So, just supporting this guy and his efforts, he's amazing. He's one of our truly amazing locals, and so excited to finally see this project come to life.
And you know what? And a lot of times when people do documentaries, they do take a long time. But Chris basically did a lot of this by himself. So luckily he's had some good friends help him and some new friends, especially with that musical score. Carlos Nicola, I think that's his name, that wrote that score for him because he heard about the movie, and so he's had a lot of people just kind of pitching in along the way, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it's so exciting to support him. So construction. ValarPAC.org to get your tickets tonight to go and see Mission Mount Mangart and to support our buddy Chris Anthony. Go and get those tickets if you haven't already.
Oh, hey, Ashley, we just had someone chime in on the chat to remind us about something. We've got Nail Purple saying, hey, we love Vail Daily Live. We hope to see you all. Anyone who wants to join us, come out for music today from 3 to 6 at Cucina Rustica in Vail at the Lodge at Vail. And Ashley, I popped in there kind of late in this set on Saturday. Sam B, Barbecue Mike, and Brent Gordon were playing. And luckily, they played a little bit longer, so I got to hear some more of their songs. But that's a great new venue. If you're looking for some après-ski, they kind of have some lounge seating and then some tables if you do want to order dinner. But kind of a brand new après-ski spot, I'd say.
Oh, that's some good intel. And also, I mean, for those of you that are aware, Lodge at Vail has a really cool history, and President Ford had his first place there.
Yes.
So, you can hobnob with the celebrities, presidents. No big deal. Listen to great live music.
Yeah,
Lodge at Vail.
Elway's is right next door. You can see John Elway's jersey and stuff up there. And then another thing that's going on tonight, we've got comedy coming to the Donovan Pavilion. And I just kind of learned a little bit more about this yesterday, but Vinny Montez, he's been a Boulder cop. He's been a sheriff's department cop for 20 years, I think, around that. And he also does comedy. So he does Comedy Works in Denver. 9 News did a really fun story on him. And he said that, comedy helps with the seriousness of his job, but also just general mental health. So he's going to kind of, it's not just for the guys, like anyone could come, but he's going to kind of be like, guys, don't take yourself too seriously. And here's how you kind of get through the meanderings of life.
Talk about 2 of the hardest jobs in the world combining one person. Like, could you imagine doing stand-up? I could never. This is, I like what we do, but I can't imagine trying to make people laugh in different locations. That's terrifying.
No. And you say your first joke and you just get crickets and you're like, oh, okay, what are we going to do here?
Yeah, good on him. What a cool combination.
So 6:30 doors open tonight. It's free, and there's free Moe's barbecue. So dinner, comedy, I don't know. It sounds like a good plan to me. So a lot of things to do just tonight. It's not even the weekend.
I know, it's Wednesday, December 1st. This is what's so cool about being here in the Eagle River Valley, right? On any given day, you're going to be able to find all kinds of different ways to get out, to mingle, to listen to live music, to get on the mountain, to have the best, downhill racers on the planet here in the neighborhood.
Yeah. You could go to Kachina for the live music till 6. And then roll over to the Donovan Pavilion, get there by 6:30, have your dinner, listen to Vinny, and there you go. So, I mean, we've already planned your Wednesday night, or go to the Valar Center for Chris Anthony's show. So, we got it all.
Check out Practice. That's open to the public, by the way. It's not everything is all set up, but you can go and kind of check out the atmosphere, see these athletes like you were talking about. It's an Olympic year. So those same names are here, and you can see them up close and personal for free. Today with the training run.
Yeah. All right. Well, Ashley, we're going to get the show rolling. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back with weather, come back with some more details, let you know what it looks like up at opening day, headlines, traffic, and more. Stay with Vail Daily Live.
Even more now than maybe before. The fresh air, good for your head, it's good for your heart, it's good for you physically, and it'll make you smile.
And go rip some pow.
Let's go. I'll lead you, follow. There's nowhere we can't wander. I know you hear it calling to.
See and be seen with the eyepieces of Vail. View our curated collection of the best eyewear from around the world. Find your favorite brands and be introduced to new lines of eyeglasses, sunglasses, and goggles. See in style with prescription services done in-house at Eyepieces of Vail. Schedule time with one of our optometrists, or get a comprehensive digital eye exam. Our on-site laboratory allows you to get your prescription done quickly, so you can get back out there. Eyepieces of Vail, the art of vision.
Welcome back to Vail Daily Live. Hey, you just saw how Nail Purple was able to submit her chat with us. So if you're basically watching us during the live show, 7:30 to 8:30-ish every morning, you can chat if you're watching on either the YouTube platform or Facebook. So it's a good way to just tell us where you're tuning in from, maybe send a shout out, a happy birthday wish out to somebody, or let us know about something like live music from 3 to 6 at Kachina. So you can do that once again during the live show at YouTube and Facebook. And if you can't watch us live, or if you've got something else going on today, you can watch us later. We're always on demand on Roku, on Apple TV, Amazon Fire, and we're a podcast on Spotify. So a couple different ways to stay in touch with what's happening throughout the Vail Valley. Hey, right now, we've got to get to our headlines, and I want to thank Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea for fueling our adventure today. They've got 2 locations, one up at Beaver Creek. It's the old Starbucks location, or you can always head on over to their roastery Cafe, which is just north of Minturn, on your way to Minturn, across from some of the trails like the Grouse Trail. But headlines for today, for Wednesday, December 1st. Can you believe December is finally here? All right, on the cover, you can see an outpouring of support. The cover photo shows people enjoying a silent auction and buffet Tuesday during a fundraiser at Route 6 Cafe and Lounge in Eagleville to benefit people displaced by last month's fire at the Liftview condominiums in Avon. The event also featured a disc jockey, and the night's bar tab went towards the cause. So that was one great thing that was happening last night. Another great thing last night was the Eagle Gives rally that was down at Four Eagle Ranch, a critical day for giving. The holidays are all about giving, and hard-hit local nonprofits are again banding together to increase local donations on Eagle County Gives Day. More on this on page 83. Also, speaking of giving and gratitude and feeling good, a unique view of gratitude. Longtime local Mike Christenberry is marking 40 years as a cancer survivor. Read about his amazing story on page A2. And we've got a lot of other things going on in today's paper. Big news yesterday for us at the Vail Daily. Parent company of Vail Daily sells to Ogden newspapers. Deal is set to close on December 1, so you can check that out on page A4 in today's paper. And then, hey, if you need a haircut, if you are looking for a new salon, Beaver Creek's Rocky Mountain Hair Company opens up. You can find out a little bit more. We've got the Q&A today on page A16. And in sports, we're going to let you know about a river runs through Beaver Creek. River Radimus is at home for the races. We're so excited to have this hometown ski racer that grew up in the ranks of Ski Club Vail back here on home soil. I love his throwback to Chad Fleischer with his hair. If many of you remember Chad Fleischer back in the late 90s, he had that leopard print hairstyle going on. So cool throwback, River. So read more about him. He'll be at the races this weekend. We'll be doing lots of sports coverage for the weekend's races. And in Town Talk, we mentioned it already, but our very own Mark Ricklin, it's his birthday today, so he's in the paper today as well. You can submit your happy birthdays. We've got another birthday. Happy 80th birthday to Mary Ann. She's in Town Talk as well. But don't forget to send your pictures, hashtag Vail Live, hashtag Vail Daily Live, and we'll try to put them on the air for you. But that's what made headlines for today. Pick it up. If you miss a day, you miss a lot. Vail Daily, bringing communities together, and you can find it for free in newspaper dispensers from East Vail all the way down to Dotsero, or you can always go online at vaildaily.com and find the e-edition and these stories archived as well. So let's look at the headlines. What do we have going on for the roads? Well, nothing really. You know, that's what's so interesting. I'm so used to telling you about road closures and like, oh, we've got I-70 closed because of weather issues. Not the case. We're looking at the traffic moving just fine on all stretches of I-70 weather-wise. Now, we could maybe see a little bit of construction closer to Denver. What I'm noticing in the upper right-hand corner, that 0.2 miles west of Vail Pass, those construction barrels have been taken out. So I think they are completely done with the construction up there. It is December 1. Usually they don't really go past about halfway through November or so. So we're looking at not even construction happening up here. All right, let's look at the chat. Happy birthday, John Scharfenkamp, from Sean. And what do we have from Michael S? Heading in from Maryland on Friday. If we had to pick between Vail, Beaver Creek, Breck, or Keystone for 3 days, which two have the most blue terrain? You know what, Michael S? I think you're going to find it up on Vail Mountain from Midvale, because you have Swingsville, Ramshorn, you've got Powerline, you have Slifer Express, and Cappuccino. So I think that's going to be good for you. But you know what? Your pass, if you're getting the Epic Pass, it's going to work at all of them. So you could do a different day at each just to experience all the different types of runs. Let's take it to Ashley. Let's see what she says. Okay, Ashley, we have Michael S. asking the question, if they're heading in from Maryland on Friday, which out of Vail, Beaver Creek, Breck, and Keystone have the most blue intermediate terrain? What would you say?
Okay,
I said
so-
probably Midvale.
Yeah, I think Midvale is a good way to go. Also because, you know, we're not expecting like that next big snowstorm until probably December 7th. So you're gonna be dealing with what we have, and then also with the snowmaking that's taking place, which Vail has probably like the most significant snowmaking you know, up there at Midvale. So I think that those conditions are going to be really good. Obviously, you know, I love Beaver Creek, but most of what you're going to find is gold dust. And then of course the World Cup races or you know, birds of prey races. So I would agree with you on Vail. Yeah. Although I did hear somebody told me that they went over to Keystone the other day and had a really, really good time.
Yeah. Rachel went to Keystone. Rachel's our director. She's pushing the buttons. Yeah. Okay, Rachel, would you say good blue terrain?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? You know what they could do? They could maybe do this. They could do Keystone one day, Vail the next, and then Beaver Creek, watch the races, ski, go watch the races, ski, cookies.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a really good plan.
I mean, we really are your concierge in the Vail Valley. I mean, we just told you how to plan tonight.
Yes, we did. And, you know, I like the different perspectives too. And by the way, I think this Sunday is the last chance to get your Epic Pass.
Yep.
So if you do want to be like Michael, you want to try out the different resorts, that's going to be the most affordable way to do it. So make sure you get those taken care of by Sunday. Ooh, I got some traffic going on.
Okay.
Okay. We'll see what emerges. Anyway, I did want to let
you
know.
Like, which direction is it coming from?
I don't know.
You got some people
we got strollers. That's the most traffic we got.
I think it's someone to like put some lights on something. Okay. Oh my goodness. Right okay. Wow, and that's so cool. He just like controls it all from that little lifty patio thing. Yes. Oh wow. We are working early. We got the town of Vail kicking off. Hey Ashley, I'll tell you what we do. Hey, you know what? We're going to let Michael S., we're going to let you watch our opening day video and you see what you think of Beaver Creek. Okay, Michael S., this one's for you. Opening day at the Beaver, last Monday. Hey, we're getting ready to make some turns at the Beaver. Hey, up at the Beaver, we've got lift number 6 open for you. That's the Centennial Express. So it's a chairlift gondola combination. That brings you up to Spruce Saddle, which is open as well for lunch, just some snacks or to warm up. And then we've got what's called the Latigo Flats, kind of this catwalk from the lift to Gold Dust. And the Gold Dust is an intermediate run. You can see great coverage here.
skiing.
Oh man, this is awesome. It's great coverage. The snow is great. Thank you, Beaver Creek Snowmaking. Thank you, Beaver Creek Cat Crew, Joel, everyone that got the mountain open. The reason we have such great coverage at Vail and Beaver Creek is the investment in snowmaking. Check out these huge snowmaking guns that have made all of this snow. Mother Nature has not quite cooperated with us this year, so we're very happy to have the man-made stuff covering the slopes. We're lucky to have Centennial Express open. This is the gondola that accesses the beginner area. Great terrain for those first timers, never evers, or those of you that just want to get your ski legs, your ride legs back. Come on up the Centennial Express, and inside the ice cream parlor is open as well for snacks and of course ice cream.
This is the planning effect. This is how it feels to know you have a wealth plan that covers everything that's important to you. This is what it's like to have a dedicated Fidelity advisor looking at your full financial picture, making sure you have the right balance of risk and reward, and helping you plan for future generations. This is the planning effect from Fidelity.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
All right, time to take a look at what's going on with the weather today. We're going to see not much of a change than what we've had the last several days. So we'll start out kind of in the 20s, not too bad. These overnight lows have been actually pretty mild, and 27 right now in Vail, and we'll see a high of 50 for later on today. So once that sun gets a little higher in the sky, things will start to warm up. You know, it could be a nice day on the slopes for maybe just the light shell jacket. You don't need all the heavy layers today, and so we're going to see that for today. And then the next couple of days look like this. We're going to have plenty of sunshine in the forecast. Dry conditions, unfortunately. We would love to see like a big 3-day storm roll in here, but temperatures in the 50s, even mid-50s for Vail the next couple of days. And then on Sunday, dropping in temperature just a little bit and a few more clouds throughout the day. And then by next week, we could see a chance of some showers come through, but nothing significant has popped up on our radar right now. Here's a live shot of Lion's Head, and you can see the base of Lion's Head and Lion's Head gondolas, and that'll get you up to Eagle's Nest. That is open today. And then just to the east of Eagle's Nest, Little Eagle Lift, Chair 15. That is going to be open for the beginners along with the Thundercat Magic Carpet. There is no top to bottom skiing from this area. For that, you need to take it over to Vail Village. Vail Village, we have Gandhi 1, we have lift number 4. That'll bring you up to Mid-Vail and the areas around there, such as the runs like Ramshorn, Swingsville. We opened up Cappuccino and Slifer Express, and we have Powerline open for you over there as well. And then Avanti, lift number 2 is open to basically kind of get you from Lion's Head over to Mid-Vail. You'll ride Chair 2, and there isn't really any runs open below Chair 2, but what you do is you take Mid-Vail Express or Meadows, and that'll get you down to the base of Chair 4. So a couple of options for you if you're looking to go skiing or riding today. And Vail opens at 9. They're open until 3:30, and then Beaver Creek is 9 to 4, pretty much all throughout the season. So that's a look at that. But we've got a big event tonight. It's Mission Mount Vanguard. It's a documentary by our very own longtime local, Chris Anthony. He was in 27 Warren Miller films, so he knows a little bit about filmmaking, but he didn't have a big Warren Miller film crew to help him do this. So he has been working on this for a good part of 7 years, and we're finally seeing it debuting tonight. Tickets still available. 7:30 is showtime. The doors open at 6:30. There's going to be a cool silent auction before. Tickets are really affordable too. It's $20 for adults, 15 for kids, and then I think all the VIP is sold out. But you can go to valarpac.org just to check it out. But let's bring in Ashley and see where she is right now. Oh, Ashley, you found out where they're going. Okay.
Yes, Trisha, I'm going to stay off camera real fast. I just wanted to show you how this decorating gets done. It's by the Town of Vail employees, and those are real tree boughs that they are stringing up there. But my goodness, they work so hard. So as you're walking through the village, I just appreciate the people that are actually getting up on these giant lifts to then drape them beautifully so that they're ready for you when you come and experience Vail for yourself. But I mean, come on, this is like next level. Of course Vail's doing this. Of course this is what they do to decorate for the holidays, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, I can't even get, like, it's rare if I can get Tom to, maybe put some lights on our deck that you can walk out to, let alone get up in a forklift and then
I know.
drape real boughs.
I'm going to put a wreath on the front door, and that might be good. But Ashley, I remember the first time I ever came to Vail, I was in college. I had a college friend who had already graduated, and she was working at Beaver Creek. So I was going to visit her during our Christmas break, and I took the shuttle from the airport. And coming down out of Vail Pass, I remember that Gateway building that's right off now the main Vail roundabout. And all the lights and the trees and the lights. And I'd never seen trees with that many lights on before. And so it really is cool to watch these crews really just deck the halls, literally, with everything.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. December 1st, we're decking the halls here in Lion's Head. And by we, I mean the Town of Vail employees are working really hard to make it look this beautiful. But I just think, a lot of times you show up and it's just done and you don't really see, the behind the scenes. But I mean, this is just awesome.
Well, and that looks like real garland. Is that real?
Oh, it is.
Oh,
Yep,
wow.
it is. The truck is behind me and you can see the real, hold on. Are you guys ready for this?
The real deal.
But first of all, I'm up on the, hold on.
Wait, are you up on a precipice? Are you on a planter?
I'm pulling a Trisha Swenson right now. Look at this. Look, here. You can see. And they've been, like, somebody,
Does that smell
bound
good?
them all together.
Scratch and sniff.
Oh, it smells.
Scratch and sniff.
Yeah, those Fraser fir candles? Yeah,
Yes.
This is the real thing right here.
Yep. Oh, my gosh.
There it is.
Wow.
Yep, hard at work here in the Town of Vail.
Okay.
In Lion's Head.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, thank you for kind of giving us the behind the scenes of what's happening over there. So,
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
Well, hey, maybe see
More
if
to
you
come.
can get up there with them. Maybe take the camera up there. Be like, hey, can we get a bird's eye
I'm
view?
sure they'll lend me some of their. They've
Sign
got
the waiver.
harnesses on, like. Yeah. No, there's no joke. Like, they have some
This is the
really
real deal.
heavy equipment going on.
Okay, they're professionals.
Wait. Speaking of the wreath, Trisha, they're putting the wreath up there.
I see this.
Got the little bow.
Oh,
piece to
that's
resolve.
so cool. Oh, that's awesome. Well, hey, this is pretty cool. Okay, awesome. Well, thank you, Ashley. All right, we're gonna Ashley, we're gonna let people know a little bit more about Mission Mountain Vanguard. And are we gonna roll the trailer? All right, okay, we're rolling the trailer. So this is just a snippet of what this documentary is about this evening. Get your tickets, valarpac.org.
On June 3rd, 1945, high in the Julian Alps stood a lone, majestic mountain located on the border between Italy and Yugoslavia. It was here that an unusual wartime story took place. Battle-worn and fatigued, 500 soldiers pushed their way up through avalanche and rock debris up the highest road in the region until they reached a snowfield on the flank of Mount Mangard. 76 of the 500 men tempted fate by climbing up the steep snowfield equipped with used boots and skis they had captured from German troops during previous conflict. Their goal was to have a ski race. Using small trees they had hauled up from the valley below as control gates, they set up a race course. The race began in late morning, with each man leaving the starting gate, encountering harsh terrain and difficult snow conditions to determine once and for all who was the fastest skier in the division. Of the 76 that started, 25 made it to the finish line. One would be crowned as champion. But this small moment in time is just that, a moment. But it was the catalyst to a much greater story. One made of thousands of heroes that took place when the world was at war. This is the story of the 10th Mountain Division, America's first ski troops. My division.
Bright Future Foundation empowers families and individuals affected by domestic violence and sexual assault through prevention, crisis intervention, advocacy, and long-term healing services. Join us in making futures bright for survivors in our community.
Even more now than maybe before, the fresh air, good for your head, it's good for your heart, it's good for you physically, and it'll make you smile.
And go rip some pow!
Let's go. I'll lead you, follow. There's nowhere we can't wander. I know you hear it calling to.
We're at Betteridge at Solaris Plaza, and they're known, of course, for their designer jewelry and the great estate jewelry. But we're going to talk watches today. But before we get to this, let's talk a little bit about the Betteridge name and the history behind this store.
Yeah, absolutely. We have been around and in business since 1897. Started in New York City. Greenwich, Connecticut is now home. That's where the main store is. That's where the Betteridge family is. Wynn and Terry Betteridge are there and running the business out of Greenwich, Connecticut. There's 4 locations. There's Greenwich, there's us, Aspen, and Palm Beach. So 4 pretty incredible locations. Definitely known for our estate jewelry. Terry is a connoisseur of fantastic jewelry that has life before being in our cases. But we love watches here.
Oh, and you know what? Watches, people get so into watches, whether it's the brands, whether it's the mechanisms. But let's start with the one that I'm wearing here, some Cartier, real pretty.
This is very pretty. This is Cartier. So we are fortunate enough to carry the watch collection within Cartier. You're wearing a watch that's called the Boulogne Blue. Beautiful piece, round, some diamonds on it, which is a classic of theirs. This one here is the Tank Française, so a completely different shape. We've gone with square and diamonds. Cartier has been around since 1847. First started as a jeweler, got into the watch business in the early 1900s, started doing some wrist watches as well as pocket watches, and today is still very much in the business. So.
All right. And then how about this one?
This is an incredible brand. This is a Lang & Söhne. This is a brand that is actually German and has always been a watch brand. Again, started in the 1800s, went away during World War II because of many issues, of course, with production out of Germany, and came back in the early 1900s. This is called the Longo One. Very cool, very unique offset dial. This is an incredibly beautiful piece.
Yeah, it definitely is. Wow, it's stunning. And for the aviator.
Yes, for the aviator.
Or
Yes,
if you just
aviator
fly
watch.
in a plane.
Or if you just like the look of it, right? This
Yes,
is
look at this.
IWC. This is International Watch Company. This is a Swiss-made piece. It did start in actually, it's an American brand, started in America, and now it's all done in Switzerland. This is part of their pilot collection. This is called the Big Pilot Watch that you see. This has this incredible, beautiful dial. Love the dial.
Yeah, I just love this dial. I love how it's like, bam, it's like a watch
hefty.
on steroids.
It is hefty. It is that.
And this is pretty sporty.
This one is sporty
and
and unique. This is Panerai. This is, again, roughly mid-1800s is when this company started. This is an Italian brand. That's a Swiss-made, but it's an Italian brand. Started with making watches for the Italian Navy and started producing watches for the public in roughly 1990s. This is very cool. This is called the Luminor with a ceramic. This is a unique watch, covered set here. So we love this brand as well.
Yeah. And I bet you love when your customers come in and they've got all their watch stories, and I have this my collection, and it can be a collection.
It is absolutely the watch business is on fire right now, and it is a collector's dream to really kind of start to get into all of these, know the history, know the movements within these pieces, and why they're important, and why they're so special, and why they're so unique and limited. These are very limited pieces. This is a collection that's maybe only 250 made for the world in a year.
Wow.
So
Okay.
it's pretty incredible.
All right, so come talk watches at Betteridge, located in Solaris Plaza in the heart of Vail Village.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Betteridge. Fine jewelry and watches with exceptional service since 1897, located in Solaris.
All right, time now for your weather report, and really it's not much different than what we've seen the last several days. We'll have kind of a warm morning. We're already in the upper 20s if you're out walking the dog or getting your morning run in, and then we'll be in the 50s later on today. Here's a live look at Lion's Head and our current weather in Vail, 28 degrees, kind of has that real feel of 23. If we go through around the county, already 30 in Avon, we'll see 29 for Edwards, and Eagle, 28. So pretty similar along the I-70 corridor. And then later today, what we can expect, once again, 50 degrees. We'll drop down into our overnight lows into the upper 20s, low 30s. And then the next several days, dry conditions, plenty of sunshine, not really any chance of moisture, which is good news for the Talents crew, the volunteer crew that gets the race course ready to go. They've been working hard for actually months to get this course ready to go for the racers, but they like the man-made snow. They like to be in control of everything and not have Mother Nature interfere. So it's good weather for the next couple of days. Terrain-wise, here's what we can expect. We're going to have about 70 acres open for you at Beaver Creek. They just opened on Monday. We have lift number 6, Centennial, and lift number 1, Haymeadow Express, open for you. We have the beginner area over by Haymeadow, and then we have the Latigo Flats from Spruce Saddle, which is open. That's the All Mountain restaurant that's open, and that'll take you to Gold Dust. That'll bring you back down to the base area. And those chocolate chip cookies will be waiting for you at 3 p.m. And then over at Vail, we've got Lion's Head Gondola, Eagle Bond number 19 open. That takes you to Eagle's Nest. Just to the east of that, we have lift 15. We have the little Thundercat Magic Carpet for beginners, and then you can ski over to Chair 2, Avante, and then Avante can bring you over via Meadows or Midvale Express to Chair 4, or you could take Gandhi 1 out of the village. You can download Gandhi 1 if you want, if you're tired at the end of the day, or you can ski from Midvale down to the bottom into Vail Village, not into Lion's Head yet. Hopefully that's coming soon. So that's a quick look at your terrain options for today. But your lens of the day, what you're going to want out there is going to be a dark lens. And we brought out one of the cool items. This is the M2 from Anon. Anon is a Burton brand. This is a cool looking color with kind of that mint green on the sides. Now this is the light lens. And they've got this awesome magnet technology that just lets you swap out the lenses for whatever the conditions are for the day. So you could bring another lens along if we have changing conditions, and then you could just slap it onto the chairlift. Also, speaking of magnet technology, this neck gaiter attaches via a magnet as well. So you could take it off, you could throw it in the washer, if on a hot day, you probably won't even need something like this for a day like today because it'll be so warm. Maybe for sun protection. Some people like to wear the buffs and the neck gaiters just to keep the sun off their face. But this Lens of the Day brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail, the art of vision. And they've got 6 locations throughout the Vail Valley, 1 over in Snowmass. So it's pretty cool that we've got that going on. But well, I think we've got Vinny on the line. All right, so Rachel just told me,
Yeah.
Vinny, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. What's going on? How are you?
I'm good. Hey, thanks for joining us this morning. I hear you're going to be doing
Yeah,
some
my pleasure.
comedy tonight over at the Donovan Pavilion. And I don't know if you've ever had the best barbecue in the world, but we got Moe's Barbecue. They're going to be doing a free dinner for everyone this evening.
Come on now. Does it look like I missed a meal or two? No, 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 no. We're gonna be having a good time tonight.
Okay, all right. Well, Vinny, this is cool that we're bringing you in to the Vail Valley, but you're Colorado native,
Yes.
and I
Yes.
understand that you've been with the Boulder Sheriff's Department for what, 2 decades?
23 years. Actually, longer than that, but as an actual officer, 23 years. Yeah. So it's been
Wow.
a good career.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, thank you. Thank you for protecting and serving. That's pretty awesome. But when did you get into comedy and become a stand-up comic?
So I started dabbling in stand-up comedy in 2007 and really got serious about it in 2008, stemming from an incident that I was off duty and transitioned to on duty, where I came upon an accident with a kid. And I say kid, that's relative to he's about 17 years old. And I started dealing with that situation where he stopped breathing. And despite my best efforts to, help him resuscitate, it did not happen. And over the course of my career, I had been a cop probably close to 10 years at that point. I started very young as an explorer at 14, in the field of law enforcement, just riding with officers and stuff. But I'd seen a lot up to that point. And in the early part of my career, talking about mental health and, people would ask each other, "You good?" "Yeah, I'm good." "You good?" And there wasn't a whole lot of push to be open about the things that you experienced because you didn't want to show weakness. And so when this tragedy happened, comedy was my way out. It was my ability to share something with somebody. I started out doing it just for myself, and to this day I do it for myself, but it turned into this thing where I'd be able to share this gift, and it's been absolutely incredible for myself and just to watch people laugh when we do these shows.
Oh, well, Vinny, I had a chance to watch some of your bits on your website, and it's so funny. And really, being a cop, there's probably no lack of material. I love your bear stories. I love the
Oh,
one
thanks.
when you talk about, like, is there an intruder downstairs and you were shushing your wife and like what that could have brought. And just, I mean, it's neat to see you bringing these, kind of real life situations and then making it into a comedy and part of your routine.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if my better half enjoys that joke as much as I do, but it stemmed from like a true story, and I think that's where the best comedy comes from, even including the bear, that was a real story. It's just twisting the story around a little bit to add a little humor to it, but I truly believe that laughter is absolutely the best medicine.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and then when you're out on patrol, like, are you doing part of your bit? Like, if you've got a partner riding the car, like, do you practice? Do you say a few jokes and see how that comes across, or do you gotta keep your two lives separate?
No, I do mix it up. I remember being on one call one time and it wasn't going so well for us. And one of the young people that was there recognized me as being a stand-up comedian. And they're like, "Dude, this guy's legit." And so all of a sudden I had street cred with this group of kids. And I felt really good about it because it was, really communication. Anything we do is just establishing a relationship or a commonality with people. And the fact that they were familiar with some of my stand-up and it allowed me to build that bridge really quickly. You know what? I'll take that any day and twice
Yeah.
on Sunday.
Yeah, totally. Oh, that's so funny. And I liked one of your things. I think you said this on the 9 News video that when they profiled you, you said, sometimes I want to kind of throw out a quick quip, but my body camera's on. Like you can't quite, I'm sure there's
That
time.
doesn't always stop. That doesn't always stop me. I am nothing negative, but like if people open themselves up, but it goes both ways, and you got to be willing to take that quip as well. And I think that's what makes life good is people to
Yeah.
be able to joke around and have the ability to be that human, because truly one of the things I strive for, and not only in the field of law enforcement but also in the comedy, is to humanize the badge and to just show the part of each of us that possess that human quality.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Well, Vinny, we're so excited to have you coming tonight. So doors open at 6:30, and then I hear it sounds like you're going to be performing around 7:15. And what could
Yep.
people expect tonight? What would you say if people were thinking like, oh, should I come to the show?
I think people should absolutely come to the show. With everything going on with COVID and I mean, I got to tell you, we had that break in comedy because of COVID. uh, Look, we don't have comedy all the time, especially in the high country. People don't get a chance to always go out and just laugh it up. I invite you to come tonight and share with me and this audience, the gift that I have, and I'd love to share that with you, make you laugh. It means a lot to me to be able to do that, but I think it'll mean a lot to you as well, just because you're going to get a good time of laughter. The show has 2 parts. Let's start out with a little bit of a mental health and talk about me and some of my experiences, and then I segue that into we're going to probably do close to 45 to an hour of stand-up comedy, and I can't wait to do it, and I'm just honored to be able to be brought up to the Vail Valley, and I'm excited to see everybody out there, and let's pack the house.
All right, perfect. Well, Vinny, thank you so much. And we want to thank, Speak Up, Reach Out for bringing you in
Absolutely.
tonight for the free show, and Moe's Barbecue for providing the barbecue. So, Vinny, if you want to follow,
Moe's.
yeah, Moe's, you're gonna love Moe's. Make sure you save room for Betsy's banana pudding. That's just awesome.
Oh, man.
Hey, if we
I
want to
love
follow
banana
you,
pudding. I didn't know. Banana pudding? Are you kidding me? I
yeah,
love banana
yeah,
pudding.
yeah, yeah. The secret ingredient is a Nilla wafer.
Oh, the wafers are the best, especially when they're they've been in the banana pudding for just the right amount of time where they're not hard, but they're not mushy. They're right in between. There's a
Just
sweet
right.
spot right there.
Perfect, perfect. Hey, Vinny, if we want to follow you on social media or your website, what's the best way?
Everything is just my name, Vinny Montez, Vinnie Montez. That's Snap, Twitter, Googlegram, whichever social media platform you like, including TikTok. What's up? Yeah, check it out. I do a lot of stuff. I got some Christmas videos that are coming out as well, some special stuff coming up. So thank you very much for offering that out.
Okay, all right. Vinny Montez, the comic cop, he will be at Donovan Pavilion tonight, once again, for free. Doors open at 6:30, so get some Moe's, get a little comedy, and you know what? Let's open up the conversation about mental health, especially for the guys out there. All right, Rachel, we're going to a break? Club One is a pivotal part of the Vail lifestyle, with spacious lockers to store all your gear in a ski-in, ski-out location. Club One is your mountain headquarters, stacked with club amenities and members-only perks. Club One, where the locals locker. We are back with Vail Daily Live. That was fun talking to Vinny Montez. He's going to be once again at the Donovan Pavilion tonight for a free comedy show. So we got that going on. We also have Chris Anthony's movie happening tonight. So a lot of things happening. And are we doing a weather? Sorry, I didn't hear what was going on. I was listening to the commercial. Oh, we could talk about Snow Days. All right, so Snow Days is returning. We've got headliner concerts going on. We've got Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats. They were actually here just a couple years ago, and then, of course, we took a hiatus during COVID. But the night they did come, it was very cold, very, very, very cold. I think we're not going to have a problem with being cold at these concerts with the forecast that we've got for the next couple of days. So Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats, this will be on Friday. Doors open at 5:30, 6 p.m. The music starts. There'll be an opening act, Dirt Miller. And then on Saturday, Dierks Bentley, love this guy. He will be playing after Callista Clark warms up the crowd at 6 p.m. So you can get tickets for this. Tickets are still available, and these are ticketed events. But the other events are just like the free events. If you go to all the shows that are happening in town, whether we're talking about the Red Lion with Nick Steingart playing, that's all part of Snow Days Live. So on Friday in Vail Village, we will have at the Red Lion, Nick Steingart playing for Opera Ski at 4 p.m. Then the big Snow Days concert that'll be out at Ford Park, 5:30 to about 10. And then Nick will be back at the Red Lion, kicking off at 9 p.m. until late. And then on Saturday, we of course have Nick Steingart playing again at Red Lion. And then we're gonna bring things over to Decca and Bowl. That's kind of the new. It used to just be called Bowl. Now they've added Decca to it. This is in Solaris. They're gonna have a DJ, Money to Burn, at 9:30 after Dierks Bentley's show. And then on Sunday, they're going to have the Runaway Grooms playing a little for the Bloodies and Blues going on from 9 to 1. And then the Festival Village will be all throughout, right there at the base with the live DJ from 9 to 4 on all the days from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Vail Snow Days is where you can get some information on what's going on. You can get your tickets for either Nathaniel Rateliff or Dierks Bentley. And let's take it out to Ashley, because Ashley, I heard you say on the show the other day that Nathaniel Rateliff, that was it your first date with your husband?
It was his first time coming over to Vail, and you're right, Trisha, it was not warm that night. And so I feel like that really kind of aided in our relationship, because I was like, oh no, it's cold. Hug me. But it was amazing. It was such a good show. We had such a good time. And, I highly recommend it. I mean, like, a lot of energy in that show. And it's only it starts at $40. The tickets start at $40 for Centennial Express, and then $75 for Dierks Bentley. So talk about a beautiful venue over at Ford Park. Yeah. And, to be able to have headliners like this here in this beautiful scenery, it's awesome. And then, Trisha, I just wanted to show you too behind me. So it's 28 degrees out here, but if you're just kind of like standing around, it's a little chilly. So a little pro tip for you. One of my buddies, when I first moved to town, when we were reporting out here live, and he was like, one way that you can keep your hands warm, because my hands are always cold. He's like, you swing your arms. I thought he was just trying to make me like look stupid, and no, it totally works, and it gets the blood flowing to your hands. So if you are going to be coming out to enjoy the slopes, you're going to be at one of those outdoor concerts, make sure you're not going to whack anybody behind you. But besides hand warmers, this is a free way to get the blood flowing. And then also behind me, you can see the Arabelle Ice Skating Rink. So this opens at 4 o'clock daily, so 4 to 9. And for adults, it's $20 for your rentals and access to the rink all day long. And for kids, it's $15. So if you're looking for something off the mountain to do with your family, this could be a good option.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful right there. And the Beaver Creek ice rink is open. They've got that, I think, noon until 9. So and then Solaris will have their rink open. So a couple different places to go ice skating. So, all right, Ashley, thanks for that. It's a beautiful shot. I love the archway behind you as well. And when the lights are all lit up at night, it's a beautiful place to be. Okay, hey, we're going to take it to a quick break, and we'll come back to Ashley, and we'll come back with just a bit more of VDL.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
This is the planning effect. This is how it feels to know you have a wealth plan that covers everything that's important to you. This is what it's like to have a dedicated fidelity advisor looking at your full financial picture, making sure you have the right balance of risk and reward, and helping you plan for future generations. This is the planning effect from Fidelity.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years.
All right, well, thanks, Carrots, for this weather and mountain report. We're going to see beautiful blue skies today, warm temperatures. As Ashley mentioned, if you're standing out there like she has for the last hour, it gets a little chilly, but about the upper 20s right now. And then as soon as that sun gets a little higher in the sky, we will definitely see those temperatures climb into the upper 40s, 50s, low 50s, depending on where you're at. No real wind to mention today, and unfortunately, no precipitation. And we'll see those temperatures are pretty similar overnight and then for the next couple of days, which would be great for all the outdoor activities that we have planned with snow days, with the Beaver Creek Birds of Prey World Cup going on. Well, great weather for the Super G Thursday and Friday, and then the downhill on Saturday and Sunday. Sunday, a few more clouds could roll in, so that could maybe change how they view the course. But sometimes it's nice to not have those big shadows in your way if you're a racer. Traffic's moving along just swimmingly outside of the West Vale exit right there. And you could see the Gore Range in the background. But let's bring in Ashley LaFleur for our mountain report. And we're going to see the terrain open today. All right, hey, you're down at the base. Yeah, why don't you kind of give us a lay of the land for our mountain report and let people know what's open.
Well, so here at Lion's Head, as you enter the parking structure, they're going to remind you that it's only access to beginner terrain here. So you can see Gondola 19 right behind me, and you can also see that beautiful sun coming up over the mountain. And so it's going to start running at 9 o'clock, and you're going to take the gondola up, and then you'll have access to the beginner terrain right at the top of the mountain. And so there's a magic carpet up there, and so really nice, easy way to maybe reacclimate yourself to skiing if it's been a little while. And then you'll download, because you can see also behind me that they are blowing that snow to make it so hopefully you'll be able to ski and ride all the way down to the base here shortly, but we're not quite there just yet. So just beginner terrain here in the Lion's Head portion of Vail. But what a beautiful day to get out on the mountain. Bluebird skies. I mean, Trisha, like the main thing I'm seeing right now is just my breath,
I know.
Breath and snow guns.
I know. Your breath and the snow guns are all the little things that are going off. Yeah. So I want to remind people, no top to bottom down on Born Free yet, but and over in Vail Village, we do have from Mid-Vail down. You can ski down to Vail Village now, but if you get tired, you can always take Gandhi 1 back down as well. And then Chair 2 opened up, so that gives you a little bit of access from down to Mid-Vail Express and down to Meadows. There's really no skiing around Chair 2. Like, we don't have Amonte open. We don't have, any of those. But just to give people an idea. And then, Ashley, can you believe we opened up Beaver Creek? That was a little earlier than I thought. When they delayed their opening, I thought, wow, we could go way well into after World Cup. But they put it together by Monday.
Trisha, just to give you a little insight into my life in the world of skiing and snowboarding, I decided, I was like, I'm not going to get a pass this year. I'm just going to skin. And then you went up on Beaver Creek Mountain on Monday, and you and Meredith made me so jealous of all of your beautiful shots up there. And I was looking at all of my pass options while I was in the studio while we were going with you guys. I had my laptop and I was like, what is the Epic local, pass price? And what can I do with the Epic 4-day? But just so heads up, like if you want to get that pass, Sunday is the last day to do that. But yeah, it looks so beautiful out there that you guys literally made me start changing my mind about what I had already planned to do for the season. So,
wow, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. So we had an influence on your purchase. Hey, where's my commission? Do I get a commission for that?
I know, right? Yeah.
You know what? And you won't regret it because, hey, I know it's fun to skin and everything, but you get so sweaty skinning. Like, it's just nice to be able to, like, get the lift access. And, especially if you have friends or family coming into town and they're skiing or riding, then, you're not like, hey, I'll meet you in an hour and a half. And then you're all sweaty at the restaurant and all that stuff. So
You do get really sweaty. Oh,
Yeah.
Trisha, wait for it. Hold on just a second.
Wowza. Oh my goodness. Look at those.
More decorations. That's a giant wreath. Do you see that? It's huge.
That's like a 4-foot, 5-foot diameter wreath. Oh my goodness. Oh, we are decking the halls. It's December 1st. All right, perfect. All right, well, hey, it's 8:33. We better let everyone go. Ashley, great to talk to you this morning. It looks beautiful out there. Thanks for taking us all around Lions Head this morning and for your information. Okay, bye.
All right, thank you so
bye,
much.
guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Trisha Swenson.
I'm Brazzo.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Ken Hovey.
I'm Meredith Kirkman.
I'm Ty Diaz.
I'm Charlie Kennedy.
Vail Daily Live is here. Vail Daily Live is now.
It's winter and we are back.
Snow reports.
Grooming updates.
Road reports.
Party info.
Food and fun.
Want to know where to get the best deals?
We are your concierge of the Vail Valley.
VDL streams everywhere.
On the mountain, off the mountain.
On every screen.
On Facebook, YouTube.
On Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Spotify.
And now, we're on Outside TV 17.
Live and on demand 7 days a week, starting at 7:30 a.m.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
Vail Daily Live.
We are VDL.
VDL. We are VDL.